This video is sponsored by Cake Wallet, the easiest open source wallet to store Bitcoin, Monero, and Litecoin securely on mobile and desktop devices. When buying, selling, and exchanging crypto or trading for gift cards, Cake Wallet ensures privacy and security, giving you the keys to your coins. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Friday. And yes, I said Friday because we work so hard to sit back, relax, and talk about Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, the news, what we need to cover, and it's all very important. So if you guys are ready for the Zest, you're ready for the education. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel, and share this out with friends. Good morning to everybody in the chat. Please, as you guys are saying good morning to me, because I like to say good morning to you, make sure you guys check out our 3 sponsors for today. First, Prime XBT, a $7,000 sign-up bonus for our beautiful community. Use that link in the live chat as well as the description. Market Cipher, link is in the live chat as well as the description. Make sure to check out and use missteencrypto or code ZESTY for 20% off. And then we have the lovely, the one and only Cake Wallet. So check them out, give them love as they deserve, and welcome to the 300th Daily Zest. Woohoo! 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 I'm so happy. Thank you for the 300 shows, guys. Like, this is ridiculous. 300 shows is a lot. That's well over 300 hours. I would say close to 600 hours at least we have spent with each other, because sometimes the shows go 2 hours, max 3. So it's crazy. We spent a lot of time together. So thank you so much for spending this time with me. And yeah, we're going to say hello to everybody in the chat. I want to say good morning, good morning, good morning, because we have a goal of 150 likes and 150 live viewers. So we got John Foster. John, I'm noted of what you guys were talking about. Say hi to Emma for me, and I'm going to see what I can do there. Alexandra G, nice to see you, my girl. She's amazing. She's amazing. We have Ben Spada, Bullish Bradley, Black Hat, Auto, pass to you, my friend. We have Steven, all set. Smokey in here. Misco, nice to see you, my friend. Dakota alt account. We got Ogre, nice to see you, my friend. Solar Miner, M2, we have John Germain, nice to see you. Randy Emma, Rob Mines, Bacon, Eggs, and Hash. Mike Volmer, nice to see you. Lazarus, shout out to Douglas Hype, my boy. He said Zype. I love Doug. Doug is amazing. All the ladies in Web3 love Doug. Sawtooth, nice to see you. BBB is in the chat. Naren, nice to see you. Who else we have? Oh, Pocket Change. Hi, Pocket Change and Chump Change. You guys are amazing. Thank you for the raid, and thank you for being such lovely people. Pocket Change is so cute, and I hope you're feeling better, Pocket Change. I forgot to ask you this morning. I was like getting ready for the show. I was doing like 30 things, but I hope you're doing okay. We'll talk tomorrow or Monday in the chat. We have Jim. Oh, Jacob Montgomery. I thought it was Jim Montgomery. Jacob Montgomery. Nice to see you. We also have a Jim that comes in as well. John Crypto. Nice to see you. Corey Butler. We have True. Nice to see you. We have Alex, Evan Hands, nice to see you. We have Kenny. Oh, hello, Kenny. Oh, yeah, that's my YouTube dad. Hi, Kenny. Nice to see you. XRP, A11Y, Financial Failure, Crimson. Crimson and I were going off in the Shrapnel playtest today. I think they're doing it again today. So shout out to Shrapnel. Shout out to Crimson, the wifey and the girlfriend as well. I freaking love Shrapnel. Shrapnel is so freaking fun. And I'm so happy I get to playtest and like mess with them and troll dub. You know, it's a great time. Scott Rhodes, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Again, Orange Wall, where's the metaverse? The metaverse is gone, my friends. It's gone for now. But we have the real wall now. Nismo, Andrew Cameron from Canada. It's been a minute. Where have you been? Woozy, nice to see you. David G, Mellow Fellow, Tantana, Montana. So I woke up sick AF, but wag me. Aw. Here's a rain of love. Feel better, my friend. Sack Nasty will give you the vibes. Sack Nasty will give you the vibes. Right, Eric? Nice to see you, Bulldog. All right, Marcello's in the chat. I think I got everyone. Red Putz is here. The Clap, welcome. Malik, good morning, welcome. If you guys are new to the show, please make sure you guys tell me that you are new. We have Michael McDonald from Canada as well. Nice to see my Canadian friends. We have Moby, FOMO Sapien, Andrew F. All you beautiful people, good morning. Are you trying it out? Nice to see you. All right, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Again, if you guys are new, please make sure you tell me so that way I can give you love. Guys, beautiful stuff. Sin. It's like, I'm newish. Well, hello, newish friend. Welcome to the show. It's nice to have you. A little clappy for you. The clap as well. Dino's Dispensers and Arcade. Good morning. Golden. Good morning. Alex, what's crypto? You're funny. You're funny. All right, guys, let's get after it. We're gonna get into the show. And rumor has it. I'm 90% sure I will be on Fox Business News today from 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern. So if you guys are interested in getting zesty with me on national TV, then 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern with Charles Payne. I'm supposed to be on today, and if I get my exact hit time, of course, I'm going to tweet it out so everyone knows, but keep posted and make sure you guys stay on my Twitter for updates and basically everywhere else. But we're getting after it. All right. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started in here. We love this stuff, man. I'm just so excited about life. But, you know, we do have some controversy, man. We have a lot of controversy. And oh, yes. Someone asked, yes, I will be live in studio today. Yes, national TVs. Yeah, I'd like to go in studio. So Emma and I are going to Fox Studio today from 2 to 3 p.m. So make sure you guys are watching for that. Yay. All right. Let's get after it. We're going to get into the show. Oh, Bulldog. Stop it.
You're welcome. Happy 300th show, Randi. Enjoy this special day.
Oh, thank you, Bulldog. Thank you for the $50 super chat. You didn't have to, man. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate that so much. But yeah, this is the 300th show. Fox Business today in studio between 2 and 3. I think it's my fifth time going on Fox Business. So it's going to be like a really it's just, I feel like I'm just already there. You know what I mean? But yeah, I love it so much. Warms my heart. Oh my gosh, oh, this is Golden. 10 memberships from Golden. A nice little
bing bong.
Bing bong to you. My earbud fell. I got so excited my earbud was like bloop.
Bing bong.
Oh, I'm toasty. Literally my cheeks match my dress. It's crazy. Pump it up indeed, Paul.
Oh, pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Golden. Everyone, if you have a membership emoji, make sure the first thing we're going to talk about actually applies to our member emojis. And it is going to be, dun, 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 Liz Warren. This woman, she is in trouble, guys. Liz Warren is in for it, man. She is threatened highly. Why? Because John Deaton, a crypto lawyer, an ex-Marine, is now taking on Liz Warren in his election for Senate in the state of Massachusetts. Now, I wish I was in Massachusetts just to help my boy John Deaton. John Deaton is a beautiful person. He put out his campaign ad a few days ago. If you guys don't remember, I'm going to play it right now because it's very relevant, and it gives us a different perspective as to what a campaign ad could actually look like while we have all this going on. So here we go.
Highland Park, Detroit. I grew up in real poverty in a dangerous, violent neighborhood. I got beat up, but I fought back. I learned life's lessons, and my motto became no fear and never give up. My mom, my hero, a single mom on welfare and food stamps who worked as many jobs as she could just to put food on the table. Most of the times, it was just beans and cornbread, but she did her best. They called me white trash, but I made it out. It wasn't easy. I was the only one in my family to graduate high school. I worked my way through college and New England School of Law, living in Roxbury. I joined the Marines, fought addiction, cancer, and mountains of debt. No fear, and I will never give up. After law school, I got married, became the proud father of 3 amazing daughters, and built the law practice. I fought for the little guy. I took on the greedy corporations and the heartless insurance companies, and I won. I took on the Washington insiders, and I won. I am running for U.S. Senate to continue my life's mission to shake things up for the people who need it most. Take on the drug and insurance companies for better, more accessible health care. Instead of just pointing the fingers at each other, actually work to solve the migrant crisis. Fight inflation that's crushing working families. Work for better opportunities for children. Take on Washington corruption and the division that's killing this country. We need term limits for these career politicians who have simply forgotten who elected them. Elizabeth Warren, well, she promised to be a champion for those in need. Instead, she gives lectures and plays politics and gets nothing done for Massachusetts. I will work day and night to make a difference in your life. I know your life struggles because I've lived them. I know your dreams and your hopes for you and your family because I share them. I will fight for what is right because I have no fear and I will never give up.
That was savage. That was savage. But yeah, so there we have John Deaton. That was his campaign ad. And he is running directly against Liz Warren. Shout out to Ken for the roses. Now, this is a very important because Liz Warren, she had some sort of reaction to it because now she's sending numerous emails, Liz Warren, trying to gain traction and, of course, money for her campaign. Take a look right here. Eleanor Terrett tweeted it. She said Liz Warren is in an email overdrive to her donor base asking for support to help her protect Senate from John Deaton. Right here, she writes, "Call me radical, but if you're running to represent the people of Massachusetts, you should probably be someone who didn't just relocate to Massachusetts day before filing for office." In case you missed it, a Republican named John Deaton just announced he is running for Senate against me. The thing is, he only officially changed his mailing address to a rental home in Massachusetts a few weeks earlier and just put his Rhode Island mansion on the market. 2 months ago, he tweeted this out to his followers. "Is there a time for me to buy a home in Massachusetts, actually move there, and run for Senate?" Maybe so, John. But we should expect more from our representatives in Washington than simply checking a box by changing their address. We can't expect someone to swoop in from out of the state and get the job done. But we also can't underestimate his threat. "I'm not taking anything for granted because I know that the GOP and wealthy special interests will fund my opponent's campaign. The way we stay competitive and win is through grassroots donations. So you can pitch in $28 or anything you can protect our Senate majority and make sure that the Bay State is represented by a Bay Stater." This is ridiculous. She even used the word threat because she is so horrified that she could lose her seat. And if she loses her seat, you have to understand that she will get exposed. John Deaton, he's a real person. He grew up from the bottom and worked his way up. Don't you see that John Deaton wants to actually do things for this country that the current people in office won't do or dare even bring up because it might just hurt their political reputation? And on top of that, the money that they get paid? Liz Warren, we know she makes around $200K a year, but somehow amassed over a $70 million net worth. Things like that need to stop because we don't understand how these people are making so much money and where this is coming from and where their paychecks are going, what they're spending money on, what kind of insider trading are they doing. All of these things have to be brought up. This was a great interview with Charles Gasparino, and this is basically Eleanor Terrett's boss, so shout out to Eleanor again. He was talking about Liz Warren and her battle with John Deaton.
Donor base to help her ward off a new GOP challenger for her Senate seat. Charlie, who's got her worried?
His name is John Deaton. He has been on this show with you many times.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't tell me about my collar. Sorry. In any event, you have to dress me too.
I know, garanimals.
By the way, I should point out my producer, Ellie Terrett's been doing amazing work on this. This is her reporting for the most part. And she's been following this campaign. Now, you know, she came to me and says, John Deaton, this crypto attorney, he's the guy that's behind the Ripple. He was for the Ripple the XRP holders. He was essentially one of their top lawyers in fighting back the SEC assault on Ripple and XRP. She says he's got a chance. I didn't believe it. And then all of a sudden, she starts reporting about, this is really interesting, Liz. Elizabeth Warren, like one of the top senators in the country.
Ensconced.
Is sending all these emails out, frantically looking to raise money, calling him a MAGA GOPer that's backed up by Wall Street. I mean, it's so over the top. It's also so wrong.
He's not.
Well, he's not MAGA at all. He doesn't support either. I mean, he's essentially a moderate Republican, ex-Marine. Centrist guy, not MAGA. Basically says he's not crazy about either Biden or Trump. And he doesn't.
Like most of the country.
Like most of the country right now, if you believe in polls. He's kind of like there. And here's the other thing that's interesting. I had Ellie look this up. Her polling is starting to fade off. He might just have a chance. Now, I mean, obviously she's going to be raising a ton of money. She's trying to do it right now. She's employing other senators to help her out to raise money. So she's going to come at him with everything she's got. But you got to ask yourself, why is she so afraid of John Deaton, who essentially is a kind of a cult figure, a cult hero, I guess you could say, with a very narrow portion of the population that holds XRP, crypto. He does put out a popular blog. But, she sees something in him. And I think what she sees in him is that the country is in many ways not far right, not far left.
Right.
They're somewhere in the middle. They don't like what's going on in the border. They hate inflation. They don't like tons of spending. They don't like the far left. They hate wokeism. That's a lot of stuff that she stands for. And she might just lose independence in that state. Massachusetts is a wonky state. Mitt Romney was the governor. I think Charlie Baker was the last Republican governor recently. Or is he
popular? And Bill Weld.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
I know you're ready for the next 300. Let's go. 300.000000000 Doge.
Thank you so much, M2. Sheesh, you're beautiful. Thank you so much. I am ready for the next 300. Thank you again.
And Bill Weld. So remember, it can go back.
M2.
It can go back and forth. Who knows where this ends up? It'll be very interesting. Scott Brown had this seat before her. Remember that?
Like he said, it's going to be very interesting where this goes. And she, Liz Warren has made this a hyper-political issue where, he might be a Republican or running as a Republican, but is calling him MAGA the best thing to do? I mean, what does MAGA even mean besides making America great again? And I don't understand why that has such a stigma, because shouldn't we want to make America great? Other than it's just Donald Trump's slogan and they don't like Donald Trump, but doesn't mean the slogan is bad either. He seems pretty centric, like they said. He's not really enthused about anybody, which most of the country, like they said, feels the same way. So Liz Warren is just intimidated. She's worried that someone, actual person, might take her spot. And that means a lot of her, money might disappear, and she might get caught and get exposed for a lot of the things she has been doing, because she's very manipulative. And like I said, she comes on the news and says things that are completely out of pocket, saying that crypto is financing North Korea's terrorist nuclear program, where there's no receipts about any of that. So it doesn't make sense. What's going on here? First time, everyone. I am on youtube.com/missteencrypto. Videos, everything will be played there. We're going to have more videos right now because besides Liz Warren, because she's completely corrupt, she's begging for money. We also are concerned about our money. And that is why the president of El Salvador really brought up great points about inflation, about money. And when we listen to Nayib Bukele from El Salvador, it also really ties into what Donald Trump said last night when he was asked about Bitcoin. So I want to make sure that you guys absorb what Nayib Bukele is saying before we move on to the next story. So here's what he said. This was at the CPAC conference for Republicans, and take a look at it. Not that, again, this is any sort of partisan issue, and just a disclaimer, I'm neither right nor left or purple or red or whatever colors are out there for these parties. I could care less about either one of them because this whole system is broken. Here we go.
Someone could ask, well, so if the government can print the limited amounts of money out of thin air, why did they collect taxes? I mean, in theory, it would make sense, right? If they can print unlimited amounts of money, why would they need taxes for? The answer is simple, but it's very shocking. The real problem is that you pay high taxes only to uphold the illusion that you are funding the government, which you are not. It's shocking, but it's true. The government is funded by money printing, paper backed with paper, a bubble that will inevitably burst. The situation is even worse than it seems, because if most Americans and the rest of the world were to become aware of this farce, confidence in your currency would be lost, the dollar would fall, and the Western civilization with it.
Very strong statements put out by Nayib Bukele, but he makes a good point that this government, they just print and print and print, and they say they can do that because they are the government. That's pretty much how it goes. That's pretty much how it goes. We even had there was a senator or Congressman Sherman that was talking about this out there. Oh, how crypto bros are so bad. Yeah, it's Congressman Sherman. Listen to this clip, because if you think Nayib Bukele isn't making sense with what he said, you guys gotta listen to this. Be reminded.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
$2 from Golden0669. I couldn't send you XRP with the crypto link.
Well, thank you, Golden. I appreciate it, but it's not listed on Coinbase, so that's why you can't send it, unfortunately. But yeah, there's a lot of other ones, but XRP is not one of them because it's not listed there anymore. But thank you anyway, and I appreciate it. Did I miss any other ones? Oh, you wrote before. Okay, I'm just checking now. Remember, for 3 months, and you said, congrats on 300. The Candle Mafia sends their love. Well, bing bong to the Mafia. Thank you. I appreciate it. You're awesome, Golden. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your love. But here's Congressman Brad Sherman talking about how they just print money because they're the government.
Crypto bros make money literally by making money, and they've made over $1 trillion out of thin air. They'll accuse the U.S. government of making money out of thin air. Maybe we do, but we're the U.S. government.
What a freaking pleb. That's the definition of a pleb. This guy is like, oh yeah, these crypto bros are printing money out of thin air, which Bitcoin and crypto doesn't come out of thin air. It literally is caused or created by energy put into the computers that solve complex mathematical beautiful algorithms in order to solve a block on the blockchain, which then they are rewarded with Bitcoin and can be sent peer-to-peer throughout the entire world. So I don't think thin air is exactly the best way to phrase that, especially because they print out of thin air physically, but digitally as well. So nobody thinks about digital money printing, how much they printed digitally. We have no idea. This is the definition of monopoly money. And it's all based on faith that the dollar is something that we should use as a medium of exchange. A lot of people agree that Bitcoin could be used as a medium of exchange. It is used as a medium of exchange in places like El Salvador and a lot of places throughout the world where their currency is devalued every single day. And in countries like Nigeria, where they're trying to force a CBDC and ban crypto, so peer-to-peer trading is really boosted over there as well. Donald Trump was asked about Bitcoin yesterday, and I don't know if I'm exactly enthused with what he said and if it exactly made sense, because it doesn't fit his narrative. And to me, this is quite concerning.
China.
So here we go. They bring up one of our favorite countries out there.
China obviously has its own push in the Chinese digital currency. But isn't the next logical step for you to embrace Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin obviously is decentralized. The government can't get its hands on it. What about Bitcoin with all the young people, including African Americans, who are very interested in it?
Well, a lot of people are doing it. I always liked one currency. I call it a currency. I like the dollar. But a lot of people are doing it. And frankly, it's taken a life of its own. You probably have to do some regulation, as you know. But many people are embracing it. And more I'm seeing people wanting to pay Bitcoin. And you're seeing something that's interesting. So I can live with it one way or the other. I've always liked one really powerful thing, and that's called the dollar.
Oh, yeah, the dollar. Yeah. Like, come on, bro. We know the dollar is failing miserably. So that's the whole thing I bring up here with our election coming up. Like, we need to talk about Bitcoin. And it does, it kind of confuses me where he's like, oh, yeah, I know people want to pay with Bitcoin. I can live with it. But it seems like you're living with it pretty well since you've had 2 or 3 NFT collections on Polygon. And then your most recent one was on Bitcoin for ordinals. So I would like Donald Trump to explain to me how he could just live with Bitcoin and say he wants to regulate it. Yeah, he's using the technology, or his team is using the technology. We really can't ignore what he's been doing with crypto and really not commenting on it. Did he say no CBDCs? Yes. Is that bullish for America? Abso-freaking-lutely. But on the other hand, he needs to say Bitcoin is something I'm interested in. Bitcoin is something that we need to bring to light. We need to boost the economy. We need people that are not going to enforce or have regulation by enforcement regimes like Gary Gensler, like Liz Warren, like Janet Yellen that go on TV and lie to you, literally lie to you constantly, even after the U.S. Treasury literally debunks whatever they say with actual cold hard facts. And let's be reminded of why they have cold hard facts on crypto. It's because the blockchain is transparent, and the fact that Donald Trump isn't advocating for that transparency, for that finite supply to prevent people from having their currency and their lives, their whole work that they've put to get to where they are now to be devalued. The fact that, again, the government can't touch it. He's using Bitcoin ordinals. Like, come on, man, you got to say something here. Because a lot of people are going to be single issue voters. They're going to want to vote for someone that likes crypto. Biden has this crazy regime going on that's absolutely tyrannical. You have Donald Trump that's really not saying anything but playing the game to grab some cash. And then you have the only one left, RFK. That is just out here and saying that he's for Bitcoin, he's for other cryptocurrencies, and he might even want to back the dollar with Bitcoin in one way or another. At least somebody's saying something. And Donald Trump might lose votes if he doesn't own up to what he's been doing in the space and how it could actually benefit people in this country, how it could boost the economy with Bitcoin mining. The Pentagon themselves said that one day countries are going to determine their strength by the amount of Bitcoin power that they have with mining. This is a real thing. It needs to be acknowledged, in my opinion. Still worries me a lot that he's saying the dollar, the dollar, the dollar. Well, we know you have a lot of them, DTJ. He's Donald Trump Jr. You know you got a lot, DTJ. But listen, bro, we need to make sure that we could secure what we're doing in this country. Embrace that freedom, because the dollar, the tyranny in the banking system, CBDCs, that is not for freedom. Sad, but something we needed to talk about. All right, let's get after it. We're gonna keep on going. Right, Mr. Yu? We're gonna keep on going. Oh, I don't know. This very much got me spicy. But we're gonna continue on, and still another spicy subject with Tom Emmer. And Tom Emmer is coming after all of the people that, especially in Texas, because this morning we had a huge thing going on with Texas, OMB, over energy with Bitcoin mining. Where is this coming from? Hold on.
What do you mean?
Oh, these ads on all these tabs, they just play without my permission. But we have the Texas Blockchain Council and Riot Platforms, which is a Bitcoin mining company. They're suing the Department of Energy in Texas over their emergency survey, which, again, really doesn't make sense, and another way to start attacking Bitcoin miners when I really thought Texas was all about this, and I'm very confused. But here we go. The Texas Blockchain Council, TBC, and Riot Platforms, one of the largest crypto miners in the state, sued the Department of Energy for illegally demanding information from many of the council's members, including Riot, according to a Thursday filing. TBC and Riot also sued Secretary of Energy Jennifer M. Granholm, the U.S. Energy Information Administration, EIA, and Office of Management Budget, OMB, and other officials. They say this is a case about sloppy government process, contrived and self-inflicted urgency, and invasive government data collection.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
$1.99 from Doug Hype TV. Zippy Ola.
Zippy. Thank you. The civil lawsuit says the EIA requested an emergency review and clearance from the OMB of a planned collection of proprietary energy information from mining companies. They determined that if such a collection were not authorized, public harm was likely. That's because the Bitcoin price of recent rally would incentivize more mining activity, leading to high electricity demand just as a major cold snap hits part of the country. They're demanding by February 23rd that they give this information, quote, under the explicit threat of criminal fines and penalties. They want to fine these people how much? $10,000 a day. A day. And for what? Why do they have to give all of this information? It doesn't make sense. Tom Emmer wrote a letter to the OMB, the Office of Management and Budget. Said on January 24th, the Office of Management and Budget utilized emergency measures to approve and expedite the Energy Information Administration request to subject the American Bitcoin mining industry to new mandatory information collecting regime. Their emergency approval authority is to be utilized when there is an imminent threat to public safety. I'm writing to express my deep concerns regarding their usage of these authorities in this instance, as Bitcoin miners do not present a threat to public safety. He talks about Bitcoin mining plays a role in securing the Bitcoin network, and that the EIA claims to be, quote, a policy-neutral agency that does not create, implement, enforce, or comment on policy. But as we have seen here, they seem to be enforcing the Biden administration's regressive policy against energy consumption and applying it subjectively to the digital asset industry. So they're saying that EIA has no proof, none, that Bitcoin mining is bad for the environment. It also does not mention crypto mining's unique ability to curtail load during peak hours of or inclement the weather. So basically, if you guys have seen, these Bitcoin miners, they actually shut down their power, right? Here we go. This is Sam Lyman from Riot Platforms. Within this Fox Business article, shout out to Eleanor for writing it, he wrote, or he said, the EIA doesn't seem to understand how Bitcoin mining works. This is Sam Lyman again, Riot Platforms. We have the ability to prepare for cold snaps by shutting down our operations and selling unused power back to the grid to prevent strains. He says this is just another attempt by political actors in Washington to vilify Bitcoin miners to advance in an anti-crypto agenda. Emmer's letter also says the administration may be having a Scope 3 climate policy that aims to track emissions that occur within a company's supply chain. This would require companies to report their direct emissions, while Scopes 2 and 3 would require a company to report its indirect emissions that occur from sources in its supply chain. So basically, all I'm seeing here is that these people want all this information that really doesn't make sense, and they really don't have the right to give or have, because there is no public safety issue. It's not like these people are building bombs that they're going to drop on people. They're mining Bitcoin. Literally something that's harmless. Over 50% of this energy is renewable. And if somebody has an issue, for example, in Texas, there was a major heat wave. What did they do? They shut down their operations and redirected that power back to the grid to therefore help the state. In what way is Bitcoin mining bad for the environment? In what way does it cause public harm? It doesn't. And this makes no sense from an agency, another 3-letter agency that's supposed to be protecting the people and be neutral. Nothing is neutral. Everything's about money. Everything is an agenda. Everything is a narrative. And it's so unfortunate that something that's so politically neutral like Bitcoin, because there are people on the right and left, in the middle, in between, up and down, that agree that Bitcoin is something we need and something that's going to bring prosperity to this country and to the entire world. It's not just about America. Instead, they're not putting America first. They don't want to empower Texas because Texas likes to be their own thing. That's why it's all happening. It's where it is, who's running it, and that they're not politically aligned with the people that are in charge. Pretty much it. Am I right or am I wrong? Put it in the chat. Am I right? Put a 1 or a yes emoji. And if I'm not, you think I'm Delulu, put a 2 or no emoji. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Yeah, and they don't, if I use X amount of electricity and pay X amount, why are you allowed to limit the amount I can use? It doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense. None of it makes sense at all. Very unfortunate. Thank you for all the love in the chat, all the ones and the yes emojis. We love the yes emojis. We love the membershipery. We love the membershipery. Speaking of the SEC, all our 3-letter agencies that we have that are supposedly protecting us because they're the government. They certainly didn't protect us from people like FTX, and they certainly are still coming after Kraken. Now, here's our thing here. First, we got Kraken that has their SEC case. They came after, they threw the wall. They threw the whole house kit and caboodle at Kraken, where unregistered securities bad, staking bad, everything bad. Here we go.
A potato.
Sorry, the wrong freaking button. Kraken wants to dismiss the SEC lawsuit against them. Let's see what's going on. The SEC didn't allege fraud at the SEC didn't allege fraud and stretched the definition of a contract in its lawsuit against Kraken. The company moved to kick out the SEC's lawsuit filed in California, arguing that crypto, at least those listed in the SEC complaint, should be treated like commodities and not
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Congratulations on your 300th stream. You are a great person and voice of reason for the crypto community. Happy to have you in our side. 0.00589345 BTC.
Wow, $300 in Bitcoin, dude. Oh, that is so crazy. Thank you so much, Golden. Rain of love for you. Sheesh, man. Oh my gosh, I'm pink. I'm red. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. My heart's like, boom, boom, boom. Thank you so much, Golden. Friggin'. Thank you. That was my little punch, you know. Thank you. How do I get back to this? How do I focus? Thank you. I appreciate you, Golden.
Thank you.
Sheesh.
You're welcome.
No,
Thank you.
stop
You're
it.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Happy 300th. Randy on Fox Business Today is lit. Which show? 35.65454313 Doge.
Thank you for the Dogecoin. No. So yeah, Fox Business Today between 2 and 3 p.m. Eastern with Charles Payne. Making money with Charles Payne. So I'll catch you. I'll catch you there. I'll catch you there. The SEC sued Kraken last November, alleging it did not register as a broker, clearinghouse, or exchange, and saying the company commingled customer and corporate funds months after settling charges with their staking service. They're saying the SEC does not allege fraud. They don't allege customer or consumer harm. The SEC's sole claims are that Kraken has somehow operated in plain sight for almost a decade as an unregistered securities exchange, broker-dealer, and clearing agency in violation of the Exchange Act. Their motion draws on other arguments, saying that like comic books or things like that are investments, but not investment contracts, and that the SEC doesn't plausibly allege any of the crypto in its complaint are securities or investment contracts according to the motion. Another example, give me those Gary Gensler emojis in the chat. Especially because Golden gave out a lot of memberships. Give me that Gary Gensler emoji in the chat. Because I do not understand how this makes any sense. So how can the SEC be making Kraken spend money on lawyers and using tax money to have this case being looked into by the SEC, the judge, everybody in freaking between? Yet they have no real complaint. And they have no real allegations. They have no real evidence for any of the things that they are talking about. How is anything on that list of security? Why don't we go to court for each one of them so the SEC could break it down? If they can make the allegation, why can't they explain it? Why can't we have Gary Gensler sit down and break down each one of these coins or tokens and say, oh, this one is this one is that, and this is why? They will never do it because they want people like Kraken to spend money. They have people like Library that they basically bankrupted because they were making them pay so much money for a case that didn't have any real underlying foundation to it. Nothing has a real foundation to it with the SEC. They throw things out there, they spend money, they make you spend money, and then you're poor again because these people decide to suck you dry when they should be promoting people. They should be promoting innovation in this country because it brings economic prosperity and hope that America is still about the people. When time after time, case after case, they prove the exact opposite, that they're not for the people. They don't care about you. They don't care about your pockets. They don't care about you becoming a prosperous individual. They care about their own pockets and who's paying them.
Damn!
It's not cool. But who is cool is Tom Crown. Shout out to you, Papa. Papa Tom is in the chat. Give him some love. Give him some love. All right. All righty. We're getting after it. We're getting after it. Yeah. 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 With FTX. Because Gary Gensler, you know he was besties. They were bestie boos, him and SBF. What's up, SBF? It was friends with his parents. FTX. What a dream. Not. It was a nightmare. And FTX is now going to sell nearly 8% of their stake in an AI startup, which it seems like one time after another, there's always another investment that FTX made that nobody knew about, and they're just going to get more money from it. And their investments were terrible, by the way. They have their AI startup, Anthropic, that they're selling an 8% stake in. It was filed in early February. An initial attempt to sell the stake was made in June of last year, but paused after months of bidders' due diligence. They invested $500 million in 2021, and now they are saying this valuation has tripled to $15 billion. Now, I would like that explains how it could go to $15 billion, their investment, and what kind of company this is, that they all of a sudden just put $500 million, which is an egregious amount of money, and somehow made $15 billion. So are all these mysterious investments going to be the thing that makes the FTX customers whole? Because that's their plan, to make everyone whole again, right? It doesn't make sense. Another thing that it's just one thing after another of money coming in, but no real answers as to how they even invested the $500 million. Were these customer funds that people were using at FTX or Alameda to make this investment in Anthropic?
Damn!
Again, no questions answered whatsoever. Oh, wow. It's so stupid, dude. So stupid. Now, we're going to talk more about some things going on. Some things going on with Bitcoin. And I want to know what you guys think about this, honestly, because they're saying JP Morgan, because they love to give their opinions on crypto, that retail wasn't really here. And they were kind of behind the recent market rally with crypto. But did they really miss out? Like, JP Morgan, they put out these articles and these opinion pieces, yet it's so biased, it's disgusting. They said retail investors are likely behind the market rally in February. So were they here or were they not? They're saying they were likely responsible for the strong crypto market rally, and that the revival of the retail impulse is in anticipation for the Bitcoin halving event and the next upgrade for Ethereum, especially the ETH ETF that could happen in May. They're saying the first two of these catalysts are largely priced in, while the bank only sees a 50% chance of the third. So what I want to throw out here too is that they're watching PayPal, Block, Robinhood, and Coinbase, seeing what these people are investing in, and they're saying that Bitcoin. It's like they throw this in. They're like, oh, retail might be involved with crypto right now, but the halving might be priced in. And the only thing that might not be priced in is the ETH ETF. Do we really believe that the Bitcoin halving is priced in? I would like to know what you guys think, because there is way more awareness about the halving this cycle than last, and a lot more bigger investors are in the space now than last. So, in the chat, I want to know your opinion. Do you think the Bitcoin halving is priced in? Put a 1 or a yes emoji, or a 2 and a no emoji. Again, 1 and yes emoji for priced in, and 2 and no emoji for not priced in. Shout out to Crypto Pollo, Crypto Chronic, everybody in the chat, Dave Digital, Christopher Hanna, Naked Canadian, JD Club, Pablo, nice to see you. All right, guys, welcome. If you guys have any coin requests, I'm about to get into the market recap, so let's get into that. Let's get into it. See a lot of mixed reviews, 1s and 2s. No way it's priced in, not priced in. I don't know if it could be priced in. I don't know. We're going to have to see. Now, we have the market recap. But before that, we need...
Why don't you like and subscribe and share this video?
Let's jump into the market recap. So, we have not a sea of green, but some red today. Taking a gander here. The biggest player today is Uni, and this gives me 2020 vibes. We also have Flare right here. We have Flow that's in the green today. A few others. Av is kicking butt right now. So, yeah, we have a few things that are in the green, but very few compared to the majority of the market. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin is slumping ever so slightly. This is a tight consolidation. It's like a freaking rubber band stretched out. It's like it needs some pop. You know what I mean? Needs to spring, it needs to sprung. We have 50,997, just hit 51K, struggling with 51K at the moment, as you guys can see on my bottom right here. We're down 0.53%. Red dot is still in play, pulling that momentum down. VWAP is down. Nothing is giving me the best of the zest. We're kind of just meh today. As we cooled off with the RSI, it was very overbought here on the daily. We were trying to hang on to this 51.9, 51.8, but it seems that we are slipping a little bit. And again, 48.6 could still come into play, but ideally I would like to close at 51.8 and take a look at 56K, but that's just being zesty. That's just being zesty and ambitious, you know? That's just being zesty and ambitious. Oh, poop. I need a sippy. Less and less Bitcoin will cause a squeeze. I agree, Ronell. Listen, the supply shock hasn't hit people yet. There's really not that much Bitcoin that's on exchanges, and people really aren't thinking about any of that. They're just thinking about, oh, I'm gonna trade right now, and I'm gonna scalp Bitcoin on the hourly or something. And then they're not thinking about what if there is no Bitcoin left? Like, it's just ridiculous. People don't think about it. But we do have Ethereum that's $2,927 right now, down 1.4%. My screen, she frozen. All right, there we go. 2,927, down about 1.5%. Red dot printing, bringing the momentum down. VWAP is down. Nothing is giving me quite the best of the zest. We are down with that RSI. It's cooling off after it was overbought, which again, overbought means an incoming downtrend. It's possible. It gives that probability. So again, 26.13 if things get really, really nasty. But we still have our 27.75. I would like to overcome that $3,000 resistance and tap on 32.30 eventually. Those are my hopes. Those are my dreams. That's just what makes me feel warm and fuzzy on the inside. And then we have Litecoin that's struggling with this 200-day SMA. It's so hard to watch. $68.35, down 0.6%. I don't know if Thomas Crown in the chat, if he's still here, has any opinions on Litecoin on the TAs here. But money flow is meh. VWAP is starting to shoot back up a little bit. We need more confidence from there, but that momentum just being pulled down by that red dot. It's like being weighed down like a freaking anchor. And then we have right here the RSI that's just lingering below neutral and is just bearish right now, in all honesty. Now, we are battling with the 200-day SMA. Again, if we fall below it, if we keep like battling with it, $62 Litecoin could be in play. And if not, I would obviously bullishly love $75. Same thing every day. let's go to Dogecoin. Doge is below a level that I want it to be at, which is 0.086 cents, just over 8.5. It's kind of lingering flat. VWAP looking to move back up a little bit. If it keeps moving confidently, then I have some hope there. That money flow needs to pick up. That red dot pulling the momentum down isn't great. But again, 8 cents is my bearish case, and 0.086 is my bullish neutral case. Cardano trying to tackle 60 cents. The other day, we had a wick high was a 64, and we were actually looking at 64 cents, just a smidge higher. And guys, that is literally TA being respected. Like, that is ridiculous. But we are kind of teetering here. I would maybe look to establish another support here at like maybe 57 cents. But if we fall like below, go bearish, 45 cents. And then again, bullish is still that 64. It just needs to be picked up with the money flow. The VWAP is just not giving me zest. It's just not giving me zest. Do we have any requests in the chat? Techman, hello. Andy S., we need a tweet from Elon for Doge. I know. Uni's all-time high, so I can't help you with Uniswap. Isn't Uni all-time highs, or is that something else I'm thinking of? There's just so many cryptocurrencies out here. Yeah, Uniswap is basically, oh no, I'm wrong. I thought it was something. What was the other thing that hit all-time highs? Was that, I'm so frustrated because I forgot. Wow, I'm so bad. I'm such a bad person. I totally forgot what hit all-time highs. Can somebody in the chat tell me? Okay, hold on. And share this video with someone you think might like it too. All right, let's take a look at Uniswap. I'm getting it for you. Let's see. Clone. Okay. All right, I got you, fam. I got you. Don't worry. Don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. All right. So, we got Uni freaking Swap right now. Uniswap is going after it. It's pumping, like, and I haven't seen numbers like this since, oh, I'm not even sharing my screen. I haven't seen numbers like this since May of 2021 with Uniswap, where we hit that all-time high of like $44, which was freaking ridiculous. And I remember like September 2020, I saw this build up right here, and I remember putting out a video. I should probably go find it. It's how old this video was. And I was like, what do you guys think about Uniswap? Because it was something that just came out. Like, I remember when this stuff was freaking born. $12 right now, 10 cents, 64% in the green, fat candle. As you can see, of course, Market Cipher is going to tell you everything's green lit and ready. We hit this, we went through this major resistance here of $9.43. And we went right past it. And now there's another resistance of dumping point, which was around $11.88. So I would be watching this level, maybe establish a support there, but if it cools off, of course, looking at that $9.30 again. And then bullish scenario is to look for that $15.60, which again, you look back in time here and you see that we were struggling, chopping it up at this level, and we failed to really hold support here for a long time, basically any time. So I would be very cautious of Uniswap. When you have green candles like this, a lot of people go chasing it. Now you could make some dollars, you could hop on the wave, but I would definitely advise caution on the whole thing. Definitely would advise caution. Yeah, I would continue looking at that. Freaking no, G, I can't with you in the chat. You make me laugh so much. I can't even look at No's comments sometimes because I just can't. I can't hold it together. Randi A, nice to see you. Flat Smack. I remember this one time Uniswap went ham. Yeah, man, it's just freaking ridiculous. Gary Littlemore, hello. It's Mark Dutch. Yeah, Litecoin is beautiful though. I love Litecoin. Listen, just because it's not like freaking going to infinity doesn't mean anything. Let's look at Caspa. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. I love the Marlies, man. All right. Bruh, see, I can't really tell you anything again about Caspa because it's trying to maybe it'll find its footing right here at like 16 cents. I that's the only level that I'm like, meh, like maybe you could just like create something out of it, but I don't really feel the best of the Zest in terms of like telling you guys, like, I don't know. I don't really know how to feel about it. The RSI is cooling off, obviously. Red dot has been printed. Money flow is still popping, but the VWAP is starting to curve. And we like curvature, but we like confident moves with the VWAP. And the fact that she's doing this is a little bit nerve-wracking. Now, this is pretty much all-time high. So could you maybe find footing at like 16 cents? Like 0.162, maybe. But I would also look to where the previous high was right here at 14.5 cents. And then 13, but I really can't tell you anything besides that because there is no bullish scenario I can give you since like that was the all-time high right there at like 18 cents. But good on the Caspa people, man. Good on the Caspers because that's freaking ridiculous. It's freaking ridiculous. Oh, also, let's take a look here. Make sure you guys are very zesty individuals. And I want to make sure that you guys are aware of the Litecoin Summit. The Litecoin Summit is from July 24th to the 25th. It is a beautiful freaking event, and I love it so darn much, and I'm so excited to be part of it, so make sure you guys are there July 24th to the 25th in Nashville, Tennessee. Woohoo! Yeehaw! Yeehaw! So make sure you guys check that out. And also check out Prime XBT as well. We have them as a special sponsor for today's show. So make sure you guys check out Prime XBT, sign up, and make sure you guys support the channel with these links. And it would mean just the absolute freaking world to me. What are we talking about right now? Litecoin needs to go back to pre-halving price. Listen, the halvings haven't been good for Litecoin, I'm going to say. It's just like the previous cycles, you can look at it. It's just not too zesty. Geo, my Instagram story is going to pop off today. Oh, maybe. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Geo decided to go live at the same time this morning because I guess he had some extra coffee and he decided to get his butt up early. Fino, good morning. MetaMask said, Emma, I'm addicted to cookies. How do I stop? I don't think I can help you with that. Ronell, thank you for the hand hearts. You knew you had to get my attention. You need to get my attention. All right, let's do Solana for you, my friends. Hi, crypto farmer. Hi, crypto farmer. All right, let's go to Solanzo. It's freaking Solanzo. Because every little thing is going to be all right. Stuck in my head. $101.06, down 0.62%. Oh, wait, hold on. It's Ronell's birthday? Stop it. It's your birthday. Holy poop. Ronell, happy freaking birthday. If you were on YouTube, you would hear the pump it up. Woo! Ronell, happy freaking birthday. Oh, you're amazing. Thank you for joining me and giving me love on your birthday. But here we go. $100 Solana. See, guys, look. People got crazy. Oh, you said not yet? Oh, is it during the summit? It's during the summit. Okay, I got it. I thought it was now. I misread that. And Emma misread it too, which made me think that I was wrong. Okay. We have the red dot that's printing on Solana, pulling that momentum down. It's on the zero line right now. Money flow is in the red, which, again, hasn't been for a long time since right here in October where we first went into the green. Sheesh. We have some curvatures going on with the VWAP, but I want more confidence there. Also, we have the RSI that's just blah. This is a flush. Fully bullish. Yeah, I'm Solana. I'm king of the world. And then below neutral. And this is because it's cooling off after the downtime, after everyone pumped this to absolute. So now we have failed to establish support at $104. So I would look at 93 right here. I will make this bigger. I would look at $93 right here. And then even worse, I would look at 78. But it seems like the buyers really defended the 94. But $100 is a very much a psychological level. So if you fall below $100, I'd be looking at that 94. And bullish, again, conquering 104 and then trying to tackle that 120 from right here. But yeah, that's just, it's not looking too bright and dandy because everybody was chasing green candles. Everybody was trading Solana tokens. And people got caught up in the madness. Now they're going to wait for Solana to go back up because they put all their money in it. And then Solana might be down the next time you try to cash out. It's horrible. Ronell, thank you for hitting my live goals. Pamp it, pamp it, pamp it. Thank you, Ronell. I appreciate it. Thank you for the hand hearts. Boo, 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 boo. All that for you. All that for you. Get up, stand up for your rights. What's up, Hannah? Nice to see you. Fino, good morning. Brandon E, nice to see you. Anton said Monero is the only payment system. That's bold. Come on now, Litecoin has bounce back ability, and we see all-time highs again soon. Listen, man, I'm not worried about Litecoin. Litecoin is the best technology in crypto. And here's my little rant here, because if you guys don't realize how relevant Litecoin is now and is going to be in the future, guys, Litecoin is the longest running blockchain with no issues and no downtime. Has a finite supply of 84 million. Shorter block times, fast, cheap, liquid. Has OmniLite to build. People are putting ordinals on Litecoin. The inscriptions are through the roof. They're in the millions. We have Litecoin transactions that are pumping. Litecoin wallets being created. Everywhere that Bitcoin is listed, Litecoin is listed. MWeb, Mimblewimble extension blocks. This is going to save lives. This is going to save lives. The fact that we need something that gives you that privacy. Privacy is a basic human right. If I have a coffee at Dunkin' freaking Donuts, they don't need to know how much Litecoin I have and what my transactions were in the past. Just like cash, you deserve privacy. Kind of that same sentiment with Monero. And I agree that we need privacy. It's a basic human right. And Litecoin is going to save lives with the fact that you can peg in and peg out easily, and there's no craziness that goes on in between. Do they need to do more work on MWeb to make it more accessible? Absolutely. Do there need to be more exchanges and NFT marketplace and more Web3 type wallets for Litecoin? Absolutely. But this is a decentralized landscape, and I hope that there are people out here listening that will build on this. Because again, when the meme coins were popping off, this was bear market, nobody here. And meme coins were popping off last spring. What happened? Ethereum fees were through the roof. Bitcoin fees were through the roof.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
$4.99 from Retromite Tech. Will Ms. Meow have her own booth doing autographs at the Litecoin Summit? Asking for a friend.
She might. Ethereum and Bitcoin fees were through the roof. Where did people go? They were spending Dogecoin. They were spending Litecoin, where Litecoin and Dogecoin had more and higher daily transactions than Bitcoin and Ethereum. The fees, the actual usage of currency, because that's why we're here. It's for cryptocurrency, to spend this in real life, to use this to transfer value and information from one person to another without censorship. This is relevant with Litecoin. And people will unfortunately realize it when Bitcoin probably goes to 100K, and Ethereum is probably at 8K, where they can't even use it because it's too expensive and they're priced out. I was priced out last cycle. I can't imagine what people are going to be doing this cycle. It's going to be Ethereum, almost a rich kids club. Bitcoin, medium. Sorry. Does Litecoin price move? It's not the best performer. But does it have to be a best performer for it to work? No, the technology is what matters. And if you're thinking about it in a fiat state of mind, then how are you thinking about the rest of the space? How are you valuing Bitcoin? One Bitcoin is one Bitcoin. One Litecoin is one Litecoin. You have to start thinking of things not in fiat terms. Think of it in Bitcoin terms, in Litecoin terms, in crypto terms, where you're storing your value, where it's not going to be inflated. The dollar is constantly inflated. Listen, people might not like Litecoin now because it doesn't move, but what if it does? And it melts faces, and then people get upset that they didn't have it before. When it's just, this is it. Just good technology. But yeah, it's a very interesting, what is my name, Rando now? Okay. Oh, are you trying to like make it rando because you're Geo? Is this what you're trying to do? Are you trying to make this like a cute little thing? Are you trying to make it a cute little thing, Geo? I think we scared him with the zest. I think he's over zested and he just can't handle it, but it's fine. Goodbye. Who else is here? Mark Dutch is too much, man. Instructions unclear. I'm shorting Litecoin. That's all you do. Is short everything. My weekend plans. Well, today's Fox business between 2 and 3, and then we have just life. So I'm just going to be doing whatever I need to do. Randy the Rando doesn't sound nice. I don't think it sounds that great either. I think he was just trying to be cute about it. But now he's not commenting. I think we scared him. Ray K, thank you for the congrats. Yeah, this is 300 episodes of Zest. Freaking nuts. Freaking insane. So I'm very grateful for all of it. I'm very grateful for all of it. I'm very happy that we got to do 300 shows together. It's been over a year of just love, support, and zest. I'm just so happy to be there. You need to set some aside to read up the coin's utility. Yeah, do all of it. Do all the research. I encourage you, do your own research. I encourage that every single day. But over the weekend, I will be putting out a video as soon as I could on Prime XBT. So make sure you guys watch out for that. If you see that, put a like, comment on it, and make sure that you guys sign up as well and check it out because it's actually a very nice, clean platform. So I would check it out. Again, do your own research, be your own bank. If you're trading, trade. If you're not trading, obviously keep your crypto in a cold storage wallet or wherever you feel safe keeping it. But make sure you do your own research. Maxime, nice to see you. MK, good morning. Matari, everyone in the chat. But thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate it so freaking much. This was an amazing show. Happy 300, guys. We are looking forward to the next 300. I can't wait to 400, 500, 600, 700, all of it. I'm just so bullish on the entire space. I'm bullish on this show, and I'm excited to be on Fox again, 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern today. When I have a hit time, I will tweet it. So make sure you guys take a look at my Twitter, have my notifications on everywhere, so that way you guys are alerted. But thank you guys so much. I will see you guys later. Have an amazing day. If you haven't yet, make sure you guys smash the like, subscribe, share this show out with friends so more people know what's going on. See you guys later. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. And as always, stay zesty. Peace.
Hucksters.
Gary,
fraudsters,
it's okay. Just because Liz Warren's getting...
Scam artists. Ponzi schemes.